Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this Gilman info session. My name is Kelly, and I'm the program coordinator for Study Abroad program. And joining me today, we have Phil, our student representative. He is a two-time Gilman Scholarship recipient, and he has participated in our Study Abroad program. And Alice, do you mind do the next slide? And we'll have him share his experience of his Gilman scholarship and also his study abroad trips. And next we have Alice Young. She is our acting director of special education program. Um, we also have David Vera. He is a director of financial aid at Kenyatta College. Thank you all for joining. I have another special guest, Aiden. He is our student ambassador, and he went to study abroad in Florence. Thank you for joining us. And today's agenda, we'll first do a poll, and then we'll have Phil share his experience. Next, we'll have Alice to do the Gilman Scholarship presentation, and we'll have David to share some financial aid information. Without further ado, let's do the poll. Take 30 seconds to do a poll. First, please share which college are you currently attending and which study abroad program you're interested. We have four main programs: semester abroad, and then global internship, short-term faculty-led, and pick one. And how likely are you going to submit your study Gilman Scholarship application to fund your study abroad program? And how did you hear from us? Thank you for participating in this poll. We'll give another 10 seconds. Looks like more people are joining. For the people who just joined us today, right now, please participate this poll for a few questions. We'd like to hear from you. And yeah, we have another 5 seconds. Thank you for participating. Thank you. Looks like most people has participated. I will end the poll, share the result. Oh, most people are coming from CSM. Thank you for joining us. Many people are interested in semester abroad in Florence. Yay, that's a popular program. And I'm glad to hear many people are definitely going to submit the Gilman scholarship application. I'm so happy for you. Most people receive this information by email. Again, thank you for joining us. Next, we will have Phil to share his experience of his study abroad trip and his Gilman scholarship application process. Thank you, Phil. Please take the stage.
You are very welcome. I'm so happy to be here with you today. This week, a month ago, I just came back from Barcelona, and it was the most exciting time. I've never been to Spain, and I need a lot of time to express how every minute it was just a new experience. Not only study Spanish, which it was a little bit hard for me, but otherwise the culture, the people, the weather, you name it, shopping, the beach, the fun. And for me, I was really touched by how the community is so strong there in Barcelona. Everybody is so kind. By the time you look at the phone, just looking for direction, and again, sometimes you get the GPS give you wrong direction because the phone is very slow. People just ask you from every direction, do you need help? Do you need help? 10 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock in the morning, midnight, you somewhere, can I help you? Can I help you? It was like, wow. So that was very, very new. Excuse me. From the minute I arrived, and I am really busy, I love discovering, I love adventure. And I was very grateful for the opportunity. I'm an adult back to school. Maybe I should introduce myself, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot. Philip Georgie, and I am right now at CSM. I have a class, and after I finish with this in a couple of hours, and that's what I have been attending the last couple of years, really since COVID. My major is social science, and I was fortunate to apply for Gilman Scholarship 2 years ago, right when COVID hit, and I did receive the scholarship, and I did it virtually, and it was in Tokyo, Japan. And it was also very interesting to be part of the team here from the Bay Area. We were supporting with some ideas to a company in Tokyo, Japan. The second time I did apply again, and I was fortunate enough. I received the scholarship, and I made my way to Barcelona. So, and that is where all the fun happened. It was a life change. Let me start with the application for both times. Application, it's worth taking the time. And it is good to start early. And the more you put your effort on the application, it's kind of an essay for your class. But I would recommend to start as early as possible, because every day you can add a little bit to it. When you review it and have somebody really knows you, a friend or a family member knows you really well, so they can remind you what is missing. There is so good quality about you. There's something you can add, whether volunteer, whether community work, or whether academic achievement. And I cannot express, after all I did on my own essays, I forwarded to the team at Skyline, Alice, and at the time also we had Zayed. They review it, and they make, even though I made many corrections, but they did the final editing and the final correction, and it was wonderful. So give yourself enough time. And that's, I cannot stress that enough, because you don't want to rush. Because the more you rush, the more it's not considered your application. If you give a good essay, it will be worth it, it will be considered, and your scholarship will be as high as possible. So it's all in your hand. And again, it's worthwhile. What I benefit from going to Barcelona, even though I have a large career in the last 20 years, I was in the travel business, but now I am doing a new career as a social science, and I'm looking for work in the community. Something I will add to my LinkedIn. Once I update it, it's something I can add to my resume. Plus the personal experience I got, the new life I was part of it, the people I meet. And I'm open to any questions. If I miss something, which maybe I did miss something, please feel free to ask.
Thank you, Phil.
And if I have opportunity to do it, I will do it in a flash. Again. Thank you.
That's so inspiring. Thank you, Phil, for making the introduction and to inspire others to participate the study abroad program and submit the Gilman Scholarship application. Thank you. Please stay. I believe many students have questions after, because we have a Q&A at the end. Next, we will have Alice to do the Gilman Scholarship presentation. Thank you, Alice.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Phil. I think in addition to Phil, we have a few other guest study abroad faculty leaders and staff here. Do you want to introduce yourself very briefly, David?
Hi, everybody. I'm David Vera. I'm the Director of Financial Aid with Kenyatta College.
Thank you, David. And I see John.
Hi, I'm John Perez, Communication Studies faculty, and also leading a program to Vietnam and Thailand in summer 2024.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Anyone else? Faculty, staff? Maybe that's it. Okay. So now we will talk about study abroad and Gilman Scholarship. So the first question for you, why study abroad? So I always remind students that study abroad is empowerment. It's education, move people out with enthusiasm, respect, motivation, encouragement, networking, and transformation. So if you ask study abroad returnees, most of them would say it's a life-changing experience. It's transformation. So we really want to encourage every student to take advantage of all the resources, support, services we offer, and to have a life-changing experience. And personally, I studied abroad in my 30s. And my first child was very young, but I decided to explore the world and turn out it's a great experience. And I'm here today. So I really, I benefit a lot from study abroad experience myself. So I hope that I can use my knowledge skills to help other students to pursue their dreams. So when we talk about study abroad, what do you usually you can gain from the experience, right? The courses with international global perspective, the content in the context, right? That's different from what we learn here. And you have opportunity to be immersed in the local culture and gain skills in intercultural relating, global citizenship, and then personal growth. And I think almost all the students definitely gain this area, more confident, independence, mature, critical thinking. And the parents also very glad to see that changes in you. And also very important, you know, our study abroad experience should be purpose-driven, and it should be helpful for our future career development as well. So you'll gain valuable career skills. And certainly we'll have a lot of fun, right, adventures. And Gilman said that, you know, this will be helpful for students to gain proficiency in diverse language. So learning language like Phil did in Spain, and learn cultures. And it's important for the career and academic development. And what kind of skills? And this is also very important for study abroad returnees to articulate the benefits, you know, to this experience, what you really gain from it. And problem solving, right? First time you can make your own decisions and dealing with ambiguity, budget, manage budget, and handling situations diplomatically. You're a culture ambassador, right? You gain global international perspectives. So these are all the transferable skills we can gain through study abroad. So what is Gilman Scholarship? This scholarship is a national program sponsored by the U.S. Department of State, and it's from Congress funding. So it's from people and for the people, and it's your money. So take advantage of this resource. But the purpose, you know, is to help students to have this international experience, to promote mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries. So that's the significance of study abroad experience and why the State Department want to offer such a funding to support students. So Gilman Scholarship really emphasize diversity and equity. And the basic requirement is that every applicant needs to be a Pell Grant recipient. So this time we did a postcard campaign and sent a Gilman Scholarship postcard to all the qualified students. And then, you know, they have the selection criteria, students' background, and yeah, I will share another slide with you. You know, what are diversity factors they would consider? You know, here mentioned student of color, first generation college students. So you see more than 40,000 students receive it and study abroad in 160 countries. So that's a lot. At SMCCD, so this is 3 colleges, Skyline College, Kenyatta College, and College of San Mateo, 2-year Hispanic serving institution, and also Asian American, Native American, Pacific Islander serving institution as well. So we need to know, you know, where we're from, right? We're studying at this kind of institution, and about 20,000 students, most students are students of color. In the past years, I think about 70 to 100 students got the Gilman Scholarship in the past years, and 50% of students who apply have been selected. And that's much higher than the national rate, acceptance rate, which is about 30%, 25 to 30%. Then in 2019 and 2020, so Skyline College was announced as the top producing, Gilman Scholar producing 2-year institution in the whole country. So we are very proud of that achievement and really want to help more students to get funded for the study abroad. And next year, so for this October 2023 application cycle, the qualified programs include semester program, short-term faculty-led programs, global internship, and there is another category I should include that is transfer abroad. We do have right now work with Rennes School of Business in France. If you receive a associate degree and then transfer there to complete your bachelor's degree in 1 year, you can also apply for Gilman Scholarship. So semester program, right? Spring, this is only deadline for this spring for Lawrence program, but for London program, you have 2 chances, March 2024. So every year there are 2 deadlines, October and March. Then if you receive, for London program students, if you receive the scholarship this time, that'd be great. If not, you can always apply it again by the deadline of March 2024. Same for faculty-led summer programs as well. You have 2 deadlines, so try 2 times. The first 2 are in Barcelona and in the cultural communications in Asia, in Thailand and Vietnam. These 2 programs have been approved by the district. And then the other Philippines and the Ghana program, they are pending. We are still working on it, but we are working on the program web pages. So definitely check the web page to get the most updated information there. Global internship. So we have a few programs that we offered last year, and we also working with some potential providers, and we'll add a few more new locations, Spain, Singapore, UK. So for the global, in-person global internships, you can also apply for Gilman Scholarship. So for this year, virtual programs are not qualified for the Gilman Scholarship. Okay. So how much you can get? Maximum is $5,000 for semester programs. Summer programs or short-term usually is $3,000. And the academic year is also $5,000. So for example, right, semester program, you pay $7,000 to $8,000, but if you receive $5,000, that covers most part of it. For a program, if they offer this critical need language, you can also apply for that. There is an additional essay you have to write to apply for it. So that's additional $3,000. But for the current programs, we offer not many languages are included in the programs we offer. But if you are really interested in this, yeah, you can definitely contact us to discuss this. STEM supplemental award up to additional $1,000. So that's really new. It's a new award. You don't need to apply for it separately. It's it's apply for it at the same time. You write another 1,000 characters, just like a few paragraphs, additional essay. This grant, $1,000 will be used for your research, STEM research abroad, used for research expenses. So it can be part of your program. For example, internship, right? Or program, if you take STEM courses, you can do some research with the professors. So that will be qualified. So as a Gilman alumni, what are the benefits? And then Phil and many other SMCCD Gilman scholars, they enjoy these benefits already. So the first one, non-competitive eligibility. If you, after you return, you want to apply for federal government positions, then you will be able to jump to the front line, of the applicants. So they will consider you, as the, put you to their priority list. And then for the positions that they open to internal federal government employees, Gilman scholars are also considered as part of that process. So that's really good news for Gilman scholars. And then there's always network. You enjoy this title, Gilman Scholar for your whole life. And then the program, Gilman program, they offer many career workshop seminars for Gilman alumni. So you will benefit from that for professional development, networking, serve as the ambassador of the Gilman Scholar program. Then many institutions might invite you to share your experience on their campuses in the whole country. So who are qualified for this scholarship? You have to be a US citizen. So this scholarship is not open to non-US citizens, but a few other national scholarship, not international students or non-US citizens can apply as well. Undergraduate level, and then you have to have Pell Grant. So some students say, I don't know whether I have Pell Grant or not, but definitely contact your financial aid office, see whether you have that or not. If not, you cannot apply for this. The program, Study Abroad program, has to be a credit-bearing program. So when we say study abroad, the program has to offer some units or credits. Then the risk level, you have to go to a country with the advisory, travel advisory level 1 or 2, not 3 or 4. So that's a national policy. In the past, they have a length requirement, at least like 2 weeks, something like that. But now it doesn't matter how long the program is. So they emphasize US State Department, they have travel advisory for every country. So that's the place where, the program leaders, students, you can always check to make sure it's a level 1 or 2. But sometimes things happen. So after you apply, things around the world changed, but the Gilman program will help you to change program. So that can happen. No problem with that. Gilman McCain Scholarship. So we did contact some offices to ask for potential qualified students. So the applicant for this category, it has to be child or spouse, dependent spouse of active or activated military members. And this scholarship is named after late Senator John McCain. who really supports international education. So again, U.S. citizen, same thing. The amount $5,000 undergraduate, that's also same qualification. And the Title IV, any type of Title IV. So you have to be a recipient of any type of Title IV, federal financial aid. Yeah, just double check. And then in the application, you will be asked to upload like a dependent ID of active or activated military members to prove that you are qualified. So another thing, so you cannot win two scholarships. So Gilman McCann and the Gilman Scholarship, you can apply for both, but you can only be awarded one. So this is what I just mentioned. Gilman really emphasized diversity and equity. In the essay, especially the first one, personal statement, usually we encourage students to self-disclose anything related to diverse backgrounds, because in the program form, it might not ask you about your personal background. So in the essay, you can share that, share your stories, share your background. So anything related to this, okay, that will be helpful for your application. Because I served as a national panelist for Gilman Scholarship, and then I flew to Texas and then review, I think, more than 100 applications, something like that. So the panelists will be asked to give scores to the applicants, and with count how many of this among this list, the students, how diverse background would be. So that's just a tip for you, share as much as you can. The reason I put the male gender because I think about 60%, more than half of study abroad students are female students. So male students, you can also mention that might be put you at a more advantage position. But all others, there are so many, right? Just like, anything related to this, mention that in your personal statement. So the application components, when you create an account, so Gilman Scholarship, we have students, from each of the 3 colleges. You will find Skyline College, Kenyatta College, and College of San Mateo. Each college has 2 advisors. One is study abroad advisor, one is financial aid advisor. So financial aid advisor is our financial aid staff and directors who serve as that. You will see their name. And then study abroad advisor, I serve as a CSM study abroad advisor. You will see my name. And Kenyatta College is Kelly, and the Skyline College is Dean Zad Gori. He serves as the Skyline College study abroad advisor. So you'll see our name there. After you submit the application, the advisor will receive an email notification. And then we are given like 7 days to complete our certification. We have to verify the amount of the program cost, and then the financial aid you receive, you have to enter those information into the application. So we need to verify that. Another thing, we need to verify that you are in the process of study abroad application or has been accepted by study abroad. So that's what study abroad advisor needs to verify that. For the student application, there is a form you need to complete, including those program costs, financial aid information, and essays. There are 3 essays. I'll talk soon. And then you have to submit an official transcript. So the first essay, 7,000 characters, is about 1.5 pages long. So there's no in-person, personal interview. Actually, it means paper interview. So whatever you write in the personal statement of purpose, that's your only chance to offer information for the panelists, for the reviewers to know more about yourself, right? There's no interview. That's it. So it's important to express yourself, tell your stories. So how to connect your study abroad program, the courses, the location, right? You choose them, connect it with your current major, connected to your personal, professional development, your future goal, future career goals, and also life goals. So we want to see the whole story about you, how this experience will have great impact on you, but also your future. Okay, so you have to connect the past, present, and the future. Tell a whole story, about yourself. And then challenges, how you show your perseverance. You make great efforts, try different ways to solve the problems, to meet the challenges. So they want to see your potential leadership, right? How you can bring impact, bring American culture to the host countries, but also after experience, how you can have impact on other students around you. So the questions about the statement of purpose, I mentioned that the connection, right? The goals and academic successful. So GPA is important, but not most important. So you have to tell the whole story, but then, they still consider, I think, in the whole process, the GPA when it's competitive as well. And then give examples, your experience, skills, knowledge, why you choose that country, how you meet the challenges, future impact, community impact. So the second one, building mutual understanding. So as a US citizen, how you can serve as a culture ambassador in the host country, find opportunities to be engaged, right, with the local community and make friends, host family relationship. So you need to be like a creative, right? Even say create a club or something like that, campers, student organizations. How do you participate in the activities? So the questions, leading questions, citizen diplomat, so US people are from very diverse backgrounds, and then the values, right, the core values and the personal values, how do you share that when you're abroad to build mutual understanding? Okay, the third essay, community follow-on service project. So this is what you have to complete within 6 months after you return. But this is part of your application, part of the competition. So the panelists need to see whether you have designed a feasible and project that will have great impact on the community after you come back. How do you inspire others? So you promote 3 things. First thing, Gilman Scholarship, help more students to know, to help them to apply for Gilman Scholarship. And the second is your study abroad program, promote the study abroad program you attended. And then the third one is the general international education, and they help other students to gain global perspective experience through study abroad. And then design a plan. So this is a project, right? Who you want to work with, the target, the audience, how to do it, and then timeline, when you finish it within six months. And then questions, awareness, plan. So I've mentioned all those. Then examples. So Gilman program, they have done a great job on their website. They have given you a lot of examples, but it has to be unique, And in 1 year, the year when I served as the panelist, I think that just began. Some students began to do like a video blog or something, and then that became a popular idea, next year, like 100 students talk about the same idea. So yours, it can be unique, how it can be different from others, connect with your individual background skills. And then you can go back to high school, right? Keep in touch with them. You can always say, I already talked to the teacher of my high school. I have already contacted my department. I have already talked to the study abroad staff that how I'm going to serve as a study abroad ambassador after I come back, how to serve to promote Gilman study abroad and international education. So that shows to the panelists that you are prepared. You are already planning it, have idea, have designed it. And that sounds will be like a stronger than other applications. So there are different ideas, but you have to have your target, who you work with, right? Which office you want to work with, your department, or other offices, multicultural learning center, different offices on campus, financial aid, help more students to know how to use financial aid to study abroad. And for our office, SMCSD Study Abroad, we have hired a few students serve as study abroad ambassador. So Aiden is here today. And then we offer information session. We go to a classroom to present and set up a study abroad booth and write articles, social media. So this is all you can participate if you want to work with our office. So just talk to me and Kelly if that's what you want to do after you return. And then this one, if you want to add that critical need language is another $3,000. So right now, one SMC student is studying in Japan. He actually got $8,000 for the March 2023 application cycle, but he graduated and transferred to a 4-year university, but he still applied for it through us. And he's studying Japanese. So that is on that critical need language list. We can support you if you think that's possible for your program. And this one for STEM major, right? If you want to do research, you can apply for additional $1,000 and use it for your research. But the motivations, how it connects with the career, same thing, right, with your course. So the selection criteria, what do they look for the panelists? Why the personal statement, right? Why that program? Why that country? How do you connect it with your career? And then come back, how you serve as a culture ambassador abroad. So they will, give you ranking, 1 to 5, right? And then depends on the quality, your stories, academic preparedness, your transcript, and then diversity background. So they use this few criteria to select the best student. And this is what I feel is important. You should read it again and again, and also ask our office, will help you. And you can make appointments with us now from Tuesday to Friday, if you check our website, and also writing center. But the keywords in essays and then the panelist perspective, what they are looking for, right? The diversity, definitely, Gilman emphasized diversity and empowerment, right? See it as an opportunity for you to grow and to be a leader, current leader, or future leader. And you have to show your passion, what impact you can bring back, the goals, right? We want you to succeed, to thrive through this experience, and how you can be engaged in different communities, your perseverance, right? Even though every student will experience culture shock, there are a lot of challenges. I'm sure Phil had a lot of challenges, but he made it, he did it, and he overcame all the challenges. So I'm just so proud of Phil, what he achieved, and how you can make a difference, right, after you come back to make social changes. And you include volunteer, you think about how to do research, do internship. So those are important because those are opportunities that you can have more in-depth interactions with local people. In addition to taking classes. And then, yeah, ask your friends, your professor, also work with us, study abroad advisor, writing center. So the learning center, Kelly just said, we will, Skyline College Learning Center will offer 2 writing workshop focus on Gilman application on September 14th and September 21st, same time, 4 to 5. So you'll find that information at the Study Abroad website, the events list, you'll see it there. Creative. So no spelling mistake, no grammar mistake. Then double check that. That will show that you are a serious applicant. Okay, so this is about that. And then deadline. So this cycle is October 5th. And then we certify by October 12th. And then the March deadline, March 7th, 2024. So some students can have 2 chances. So your programs, and then again, I think I have a slide about this. So this one I add transfer abroad, 2024-25, year-long Rand School of Business. And there is an event, the school representative will come to Skyline in a few days, I think next week or. Okay. Tips. So tell your story, connect your background, your past, your current dream, pursue your dream, and then your future. What's your purpose? What's your goal? So it's a whole package, right? And then start earlier. Don't wait till the last minute. And then show your confidence. You know, show your challenges, but you're not afraid of your challenges. And then you have courage to overcome those challenges. And we expect you come back, will be a stronger person. And then your impact, you know, you get fund, right? You get support, but how you give back to the community, help other students. So this is that, just search Gilman Scholarship, you'll find that, yeah. Social media, and then there are some other state government programs, Fulbright U.S. student program. I used to serve as an advisor for that, Boren as well. So that scholarship is also for future diplomat. So they're looking for students who are talented, but willing to learn different languages and serve as diplomat in the future. And you can find the flyers at Gilman website, and contact information. So in addition to Gilman Scholarship, which is a national, it's a federal scholarship, SMSCC Study Abroad, we plan to offer a few scholarships for the global internship in 2024 summer. And then semester program, because AIFS is a program provider, so they offer 3 scholarships for semester programs every semester, 1,000 and 2,500. So student can apply for that, then we will select the winners for that 3 scholarship offered by AIFS. Fund for Education Abroad is a nonprofit organization. So they collected donation from most are international education professionals. So they will, they offer scholarship. And then the deadline is so summer and the fall 2024, February 7th. So if you're interested in that, definitely contact me or Kelly will help you with your application as well. This one is more competitive because they don't offer a lot, not like Gilman Scholarship. Gilman offers more than 3,000 a year, but the Fund for Education Abroad is more competitive. It's also about $5,000. And take advantage of available resources. So we talk about Gilman Scholarship. That's a great opportunity. But also there are many other opportunities, resources you should make advantage to realize your study abroad dream, right? First thing, financial aid. So we have Canada Financial Aid Director David is here. He will talk more. So first thing, do you have FAFSA, right? Create a FAFSA account and how you can get financial aid, especially semester programs, because you have to pay the program fee, which is different from what you pay now, right? So it's most likely you'll get more financial aid through that. And then apply for as many scholarships as you can. In addition to Gilman, the SMCC Study Abroad Scholarship, there are many other local communities, companies, your other like channels for scholarship. So don't miss that. Do some research on that. And the savings, right? How can we change our habit? Save as much as we can. Cut costs in order to study abroad, which will have great impact on your life. And then your network for support. Some like crowdfunding, friends, family, write them a letter saying I'm studying abroad. This is my plan. It will have great impact on me. Support me, get their support. And then some projects you can collect money through different projects. And here's an example. So this example and the slide I just showed was offered by AFS Abroad, our semester program partner. So Angelica attended Barcelona Spring 2018 program, and then she baking her way to Barcelona. That's a very interesting, title. So what she did, just bake with her sister at night and then sell them, right, to faculty staff, and then she got $1,500 to support her study abroad. Another example, yard sale, right? Ask your friends, family to donate things that they don't need in the household. You just sell them, and then that's your study abroad scholarship. So those are great ideas. And then this is our contact information. You can always stop by our office at Skyline College, Building 19, 410, room 410, or email us, call us. Okay, I think that's all the slides I want to share with you. But feel free to enter any questions.
Thank
Sorry,
you,
I think
Alice.
took a long time. Sorry.
Yeah, we're starting a few minutes late. Sorry, everybody. We'll try to get you out soon. Thank you, Alice, for sharing all the important information. Next, we'll have David to talk about financial info. Thank you, David.
Yeah, no problem. So I know we're short on time, but I just want to reiterate what Alice was saying is that you just make sure that you apply to as many aid as possible without taking out loans. But loans are an option for you in case you do need the additional assistance. Now, the most important thing is that I want to say is that if you're currently receiving financial aid this semester, whether it be through Kenyatta, CSM, or Skyline, and you have not, well, if you have received it, then expect the same payment for the next term. However, you will need to complete a consortium agreement with us in order for you to meet the 12-unit requirement, from my understanding. We'll be able to help you out with that, especially myself. I have a group of people here at Kenyatta that can help you complete the consortium agreement, what it is, what your responsibilities are, so on and so forth. But for those who have not applied for federal financial aid, you still have time. Feel free to complete a 2023-24 FAFSA. It is now open. It is still open, as I should say. But it's better to start doing it now rather than hold off until the very last minute, because it does take a lot of time for us to get the student information. If you do at the last minute, let's just say during the winter time, right around December, we're going to be closed for about a week and a half. So there's going to be a period that we're not going to be able to import information for you all. But if you haven't done so yet, if you need help with the financial aid assistance, please contact us, either your school or with Kenyatta, to set up an appointment, and one of the financial aid technicians can help you complete your application as well. But most importantly, just remember, just whatever communication you receive from anybody from this presentation, especially for financial aid, make sure you read it and you email us back. Because it is a very overwhelming experience from my last experience from other students. But as long as we have constant communication, meet in person, which I prefer, or virtual, then we should be fine. Sometimes email communications can get lost, and the context can get lost as well. But ultimately, make sure that you have your financial aid application ready and financial aid application file completed in the event that you have not received the disbursement as of this semester. But other than that, I see that Kelly was able to insert the information for each campus's financial aid office. We are open here at Kenyatta. We are open actually for Kenyatta students. We're actually open from 8 to 8 from Monday to Thursday, which is we're piloting a Kenyatta at night program. So in the event that for whatever reason you're working, but you still need the financial aid help, we're open from Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This is only going to last up until the end of November to see how it goes. However, we are open to service you in case you do need the additional support past 4 o'clock. And Fridays we're open from 8 to 12, but we do offer appointments. And then now we have revamped our financial aid webpage so that can better navigate students in terms of how to apply for financial aid. And also our contact information as well is listed there. I know I'm going pretty fast, but if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, David. And we do have a hand up. Sandra, please, you have a
Yes.
question?
Yes, I do. I have like 2 questions. First of all, what type of classes do we have to take over there in order for us to qualify for the program? And then secondly, how much is it going to cost? The total cost that's going to be for us to go if we want to go.
So Sandra, what program are you interested in? Semester program or short term or global internship?
Just the spring, just the short term. Just the short term when the spring study abroad.
So short-term faculty-led 2 programs have been approved. One is art in Barcelona. So that will be art course, like oil painting stuff. And then the Asia program in Thailand and Vietnam, it's an intercultural communications course.
What do you say, intercultural?
Yeah, intercultural communications.
That's what I would have to take if I wanted to go over there, either the art or the intercultural. Okay. And
So
then
each program, they offer their own course. So these are
Okay.
2 different programs. You just need to take 1 course for 3 units. And the cost,
Okay.
cost can be 4,000 to 5,000, I would say.
4 to 5, and that includes my place to stay, the airplane, and what else?
Usually flight is not covered, but definitely accommodation, housing. But yeah, we are updating our website, so you will see all the related information. Usually program fee listed on the website will include the cultural activities, housing, all the services, insurance, those kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
all right. Thank you.
Flight usually is separate. Yeah.
Okay. Do I have to take that? Do I have to take care of the flight myself? Is that what you're saying? Or is it
Depends. Yeah, depends. Some program will do group flight reservation.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to reserve your own flight, but we'll help you with that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's for credit. Then we do have a community travel plan program which will happen in April 2024. That one you don't need to take any course. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Does anybody have another question?
So in the chat box, have we answered all the questions or any question that has not been answered?
We answered most questions. Oh yeah, we do have a question raised before. Can someone speak about credit bearing program and how that works? I'm in the fashion department, so that's a question I wasn't able to answer.
Credit bearing means, study abroad program has to offer a course, and then it offer credits or units. So, for example, community travel program, we don't offer course or credit or units, so that's not qualified. But you have to attend a program that offer a course. You take a course for credit. That's called credit bearing.
Thank you, Alice.
And David, I have a question. David, you're still there? Yeah, so for semester program, right, students have a FAFSA, they definitely will get some financial aid for semester program. But summer program, can you explain The
Yeah,
difference?
so there's been some changes actually from the Department of Ed in terms of financial aid for the summer. So technically, you can still get aid for summer, as long as you're meeting your SAP, meaning you're meeting the student satisfactory academic progress. What that means, as long as you're passing your courses with a 2.0 or better, at least a 2.0, and passing about 67% of your units attempted overall, then you should be fine. And also, hopefully, you're not exceeding 90 units attempted by the time you apply for financial aid with us. But for the summer, though, those apply. But for the summer, though, we do encourage students to basically be enrolled for at least 6 units to be eligible for not only for the Pell Grant, but also for student loans in case you do want to take out the loan. But there is eligibility left over. Now, keep in mind, though, if you are going to transfer over to a 4-year institution and you're going to be using your aid for one semester, an additional semester to do study abroad, if you haven't completed your program, then that's going to eat into your lifetime eligibility when it comes to Pell Grant. So just be careful when you're using any type of aid with any college for that matter. So that way you're not exhausting your financial aid in the event that you are going to be taking classes elsewhere once you complete your program of study here with the district. But there is eligibility for the summer. But it's a case-by-case basis essentially, and just basically just come talk to us if you're interested on going studying abroad for the summer and see what remaining eligibility you have before you commit to studying abroad.
So for example, students attend a summer program, get 3 units, 1 course. Then they can take another course online or something. Then that adds up to 6
Exactly.
units.
That's where the consortium agreement comes into play. So we each school has each financial aid office has their own version of a consortium agreement, meaning that you fill out a piece of paper, you say which school you're going to take the classes and transfer it over as well, and then fill out the course that you'll be taking at the other schools, and then give that form back to us, and then we're going to email the other school's financial aid department to fill out the form to confirm your enrollment. And then once they confirm it, we'll add it to their system. And then as long as you pass your course, and then I think the other caveat is that at the end of the program, we will need to see your grades just to make sure that you did pass. So that way we don't make any adjustments. But we don't really do that here. But at any event, read carefully the consortium agreement because you do have some actions to take place after you complete the program.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. There's Vanessa has a question. Is our FAFSA application from last year work, or do we have to fill out the application again in December before?
Good question. So technically, how FAFSA works for the district is that it starts from fall, spring, and summer. So if you have a FAFSA right now and you're getting aid right now, then you should it should carry over for the summer. However, if you haven't applied for financial aid just yet, I would encourage you to do so right away. So basically the fall term is considered to be our header, where we start from fall, rolls over to spring, and then for summer it's there in case you do need to take summer courses.
Thank you, David. And also I encourage every student, if you're qualified to have Pell Grant, you can create a Gilman account now and see what they ask you to complete the form information. And then you'll see all the requirements and then start the process will help you.
Can I
Sandra.
say something?
Yeah.
It is, I would advise be very, very open. It's really hard, especially Sandra, if you're trying to calculate exactly how much it's going to cost you before you leave, it will be really hard because it depends on how much you're going to get from Gilman. All your SAA, it can boost up your scholarship, or your SAA can lower your scholarship. Everybody on our end here, I think they do a great job trying to use financial aid money, but it's really all depend how much money you spend in the country. There is lots of accommodation from dormitory to private room to on campus to homestay, so it's all your choice. You can but I would say be open and flexible. If you estimate, the airline today, it can be 500 to fly to Bangkok. Tomorrow it can be 1,200 to fly to Bangkok. It's just like that. So save as much as you can. Do your best to get the best out of financial aid and the Gilman Scholarship, and expect maybe more expenses. It depends on how much you want to spend. I love shopping.
Okay, me too. Okay, so I have one more question. I was looking at something where it said something about if I wanted to, I had to put a deposit down. Is that for this program, or was it another program I was looking at?
Almost all programs have deposits. So
okay, so if for some reason that I can't, for some reason I can't go, will I get that deposit back? Because I was ready to put my deposit down, but it didn't say anything about how much, if I could get it back if something happens.
There will be a deadline for withdrawal. Yeah, for semester program, if you pay, it's like $450. No matter when you withdraw, you like 150 will be gone as a service fee, but you will get most back. So it depends on when you withdraw. There will be all the deadlines listed on the webpage.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, Gloria has a hand up. Go ahead, Gloria. You can unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna ask if I'm interested on the short programs for summer for next year. Should I apply before the deadline on October, or am I allowed to apply for the deadline on is it March?
Yeah, you have two chances. So we suggest you apply now. If you get it, that's great. Congratulations. If not, you can try it again. So 2 times. You have more time to improve your application. So we suggest you apply by October. But certainly, if you really cannot make it, then your next chance will be March 2024.
Oh, okay. So it's better to do it now, and then if it doesn't work, then do it again.
Yes, correct.
Probably you guys have answered the question before, but I just want to make sure that I got it right. I'm not really interested in study the whole semester in another country, but I'm really interested like in the summer, just like short term. Does that really count as units for my college?
Yeah, the courses usually is transferable courses. So yeah, we'll list the course information, and you also talk to your academic advisor. So you won't waste time. It can be, either at least it's elective course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure so it's worth it, I mean, it is, but I want to make sure that it does count to my my major units.
Yeah, major depends whether the program, right, the course relate to your major, but at least general education or elective units.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Thank you.
Welcome. Aiden, do you have anything to add? Aiden?
Yeah, my name is Aiden Takuchi. I currently work as a study abroad ambassador assistant here at Skyline with Kelly and Alice. So that's an amazing job opportunity. I was able to get through studying abroad. Like obviously, they can only hire study abroad assistants or ambassadors that have studied abroad. So that's just like an exciting opportunity if you were looking for a nice on-campus job. It's gonna be great for my resume. I'm getting a lot of business experience. It's been great to work under Alice and Kelly. Studying abroad was truly one of the best things I've done. It was such an experience. I went to Florence. I could talk on and on about it. And obviously it's a huge undertaking. Like it's not something like light, like it does last a while depending on what you do. And it is a bit of a financial journey. So I think obviously I wish I had more time before I decided to go to look through the scholarships, look through financial aid, look through like other ways to tackle all of this stuff. But I think it's great that you guys are being proactive considering that the deadline for even the Florence program is a bit away, and I commend you all, and I would just recommend save your money if you plan on going through with this. Good luck to all of you.
Do we have more questions? Thank you all for joining us today. It's so great to having you all here. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, David. Thanks, Aiden. Thanks, Alice. And again, I know some of you were not able to sign up for the workshop. I will work on it with John. So once I have the information, I will send you an email. I have everybody's info here, so don't worry about that. Thank you, David, for answering the question in the chat. Okay, we'll answer one last question. Gloria is asking, what about the transcript? This is my first semester. Well, if you finish this semester, you mentioned before, are you taking 12 units right now? If you are finished all the 12 units, get C or above for each class you're taking, then you will be eligible to apply for study abroad trip. Thank you. Well, do we have any other question? If not, thank you for joining us. And
Yeah, so
yes.
again, at the website, you can make an appointment with Kelly and me on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you have questions, we can have half an hour conversation about your application.
Yes, I will send you the link to how to make an appointment with us and in the email. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you all take the chance to submit a Gilman application and for your study abroad trip.
Thank you.